What's up, wavers? Welcome to PhD in Waves. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over what you should be doing before a haircut and after a haircut, specifically for 360 waves. So with that being said, let's get right into today's video. Alright, wavers, so I actually just cut my own hair. So I am going to be going over what you should be doing after a haircut, but I'm also going to explain to you what you should be doing before a haircut. Alright, so before a haircut, the main thing I would recommend is you want to do a wash and style. The reason you want to do a wash and style is because you want to wash your hair before a haircut for a couple reasons. The first reason is while your hair is being cut, you want to make sure your hair is clean. That way products aren't being choked up on the clipper. So you do want to go to a barbershop with clean hair. The second reason why you want to do a wash and style is because you want to make sure your hair is laid before you go to a barbershop. The reason I say that is because when your pattern is clean and laid and you go to a barbershop, the barber is going to be able to see your weak spots, your forks, and they're really gonna get a good idea of the kind of depth you have on your waves. But there's been times where I went to a barbershop with my hair curled up, and the barber didn't really know if I had waves or they didn't know where my weak spots were, and that ended up messing up my waves. So you do want to go to a barbershop with laid, clean hair. That way they can really get an idea of what your pattern looks like, so they can give you the best, haircut possible. Another thing you want to do before you go get a haircut is you want to know what kind of haircut you want. Do you want a taper? Do you want a fade? You want to either have a picture for the barber to know exactly what you want. I recommend that most because honestly, I've been to barbershops where I told them that I wanted a taper and I ended up walking out of the barbershop with a high fade. So you definitely want to have a picture on hand of exactly what you want before you go to a barbershop. If you have 360 waves, I recommend a taper, but if you have 180 waves, then you could absolutely get a fade. But I don't recommend like a high fade to 360 wavers because you are going to cut off some bulk from your waves. So that's pretty much all you need before you go to a barbershop. You just want to make sure your hair is clean. You want to make sure your hair is laid. Also, you want to make sure your hair is dry. Like, don't do the wash and style and then go straight to the barbershop. Wait for your hair to dry, and then once your hair is completely dry, don't add any products. Make sure you know exactly what you want. Make sure you have a picture or you have a good idea of what you want. Also, I highly recommend going to a barber that has experience with wavers because different hair types have different curl lengths. Also, you want to know your curl length so you know how low you can go. I go into more depth on these topics in my ebook guide on my website. So if you guys do want to learn more about these topics to get a better understanding, make sure to head over to my website and grab one of those guides. All right, wavers, now let's get into what you should be doing after a haircut. So like I said, I just cut my own hair. I gave myself a haircut. All right, so the first thing I do after a haircut is I get a comb and I comb out my hair. The reason I do this is because I want to get rid of all the loose hair from the haircut because when the clippers cut your hair, there are some leftover little hair particles on your hair and your skin. So you do want to make sure that you comb off all of that little hair, and you also want to comb your hair into place. All right, so I just combed everything out just to get all the hair particles out of my hair. The next thing that I do is I add a little bit of moisturizer. I'll probably just add this much, like literally just a pinch. I pretty much just add in that leave-in conditioner or moisturizer to my hair just to give my hair some moisture. I get my comb again and I comb the product all throughout my hair just to fully distribute it. All right, so after I comb the moisturizer all throughout my hair, the next thing I do is I get a soft brush. Since my hair is at a shorter length, I do want to use a soft brush just to make sure I don't scratch my scalp and just to get in a quick brush session to train my hair. All right, so after I get in a 5-minute brush session with the soft brush, the next thing I do is I get some shea butter I don't like using like pomades or greases. I just like using more natural products. So I pretty much just get some shea butter. Butters are healthier options for your hair. So I do like using butters instead of using like greases or pomades. Not too much. When your hair is short, you don't really want to add too many products, especially after you get a haircut, because later in the week you are going to be adding more products. So I just like to keep the products light, and I just smooth it over my pattern just to add a little bit of shine and a little bit of hold. You could already see my hair. It's looking a lot better. It looks super shiny and healthy. The last thing I do is I do the plastic bag method just to smooth everything down and to just lock everything in. Just do like 2 to 3 minutes. You don't really got to do that long. All right. That's pretty much my after haircut routine. I just comb all the little hair particles out. I moisturize my hair, and then I lock everything in with a butter or an oil. And then I just do the plastic bag method, and that's pretty much all you do. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully you can add some of these tips or tricks into your own routines. If you guys have any video suggestions, drop them down in the comments. I am gonna put on this Durag just to lock everything in and to keep my hair protected. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. Make sure to follow me on all social media platforms. I really appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.